We come to this altar today to receive the Lord and this Holy Eucharist. These readings speak to us about what is it that we desire. And so I'd like to just stop for a second, have you close your eyes and think about what is the deepest longing or desire of your heart at this moment. In our first reading today, we hear of how God, he comes to Solomon and says, what is it that you desire? What is it that you want? What is it that I can do for you? And Solomon could have asked for anything. He could have asked for wealth or power. He could have asked for so many things, but yet when God asked him, what is this desire of your heart? He said, Lord, give me understanding that I may have wisdom, that I may know how to lead your holy people. And God was very impressed with that request. And he fulfilled that request. And he made him so wise that even the queen of the south came up to see this wisdom that Solomon had. And these readings today speak to us about how we are given a choice. And we get to choose what it is that we want. We hear in the gospel today these different parables. And that first parable is about a person who comes along a buried treasure in a field. He digs it up and he finds it and he's all excited. And what does he do? He buries it again and he goes to sell all that he has. I don't know about you, but I think most people, if they were just walking in some random field and ran across some treasure and they found it, they probably, if they were that excited about it, might just take it with them. But in the gospel parable, the person doesn't just take the treasure with them. It shows us that this treasure, this kingdom of God, this kingdom of heaven cannot just be stolen, but that the person goes and sells all that they have. They divest themselves of everything in order that they might have this one thing, this one treasure. Some of the fathers of the church, St. Irenaeus, says that this hidden treasure in the field is Jesus Christ himself. That it's his divinity is that hidden treasure in his humanity. And that once we come to know that Jesus truly is the Son of God, that he is God, then we should be excited like the man in that first reading and choose to seek, to follow him, to search for him, to possess him, to give away everything that would prevent us from coming into this relationship with God. He also highlights the fact that just as Jesus is in the Gospels, he's in all of the Bible. All throughout the New Testament, and we can mine the Old Testament and we can find Jesus present there and come more fully to understand what it means to be his disciple, to be that one who seeks him with all that we have. And that's what happens in the second parable. We hear about this man who finds a pearl of great price. And it says that he sells everything he has, everything for just this pearl. Seems kind of crazy, right? That reminds me of Gollum, and his precious, the ring from the Lord of the Rings. It's all about this one thing. And Jesus is telling us that if we choose to follow him, we need to seek him with all that we have, all that we are. To let go of those things that would prevent this, like what are all those things that we fill our time with instead of following the Lord? What are those things that we choose before him? And sometimes we don't even think of it that way. Sometimes I think something that's very common in our society today is to scroll on our feeds, on our social medias and things, right? They say it's designed to make a chemical release in your brain of excitement every time you scroll up, whatever they say. And so we just sit there and you just waste time. Time that could be used to seek the Lord, to love him and to serve him. And then Jesus gives us that third one. And he talks about how this kingdom of God, this church, is like this net. And in this dragnet, it catches fishes of all types, good and bad. But that there will be a day when there will be the judgment. And the good will be separated from the bad, and the bad will be burned in the fires of hell. And so Jesus is saying you have a choice to make. Do you want to choose to follow me? Do you want to come after me? Do you want to let go of all these other things that you put before me? Or not? Because he gives us what we choose. If we choose him, we receive him. If we choose the world, we receive the things of the world. And so as we come to this altar today, I just invite you to think about, what is that deepest longing in your heart? What is it that you want Jesus to touch and to fill in this Holy Eucharist? Because he desires to give us the grace to seek him, to give up everything to follow him, to allow his grace to transform our lives so that we might fully possess him and find true life, true joy and fulfillment in the kingdom of heaven.